Ayan, be ready with page number 87. Isha, have you started with the recording?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's see. Class 6A, this is geography, major domains of the earth. We are doing the lesson major domains of the earth. Please put today's date on page number 87. Importance of oceans is the topic that we are going to discuss today. Ryan,
Yes, ma'am.
begin reading from Importance of Oceans under the chapter Major Domains of the Earth. Everybody, please put today's date. It is 8th of January today, and we are doing geography, the chapter Major Domains of the Earth. Page number 87, Importance of Oceans. Read it out point by point, and we will get the explanation. Okay, Ryan.
Importance of ocean. They form the main sources of moisture in the atmosphere.
We already know when we were talking about the water cycle. Remember, I have told you the process of evaporation takes place when water evaporates due to sun from oceans and seas. This provides moisture into the atmosphere. So oceans are the most important source of providing water vapor or moisture into the atmosphere. Second point.
These oceans are huge storehouse of mineral, especially petroleum, natural gases, and salt.
Okay, the oceans provides minerals. Minerals are natural substances which are very useful for human beings. We cannot create the natural minerals, and these minerals, most of them are extracted from oceans and seas. For example, salt. For example, petroleum. For example, natural gas. Now, how do we extract petroleum? Usually the fossil fuels. The fossils are created below the oceans in the rocks, and these provide us petroleum and natural gas. And all these are extracted from the oceans. Therefore, oceans are a storehouse of minerals. Minerals are extracted, minerals like salt. The daily usage salt, sodium chloride that we use in the kitchen is extracted from the ocean water, because we already know that ocean water is salty. It contains salt and other minerals. It also contains calcium. It also contains minerals like salt, calcium, petroleum, natural gases. Next.
The ocean have a moderating influence on the climate of a place.
They have a moderating influence on the climate of a place, especially the coastal areas, वो places जो seas और oceans के पास होती हैं. For example, Mumbai, Goa, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, all these have a good temperature regulation. They have a moderate temperature. Why? Because of the presence of oceans or seas near them. Oceans and seas maintain the temperature of the coastal areas by making them not too cold during winters and not too hot during summers. Next point.
They support various life forms and supply us with seafood, including fishes.
We already know where do we get fishes from? We get fishes from ocean water. We get fishes from seas. So especially the seafood, which is a very famous, which are a very famous collective cuisine for around the world. For example, crabs, shrimps, prawns, sea fishes, ocean fishes. All these are very rich in minerals, and all these form a very important and popular cuisine for the rest of the world. People eat fishes for so many minerals. They eat fishes and seafood for proteins. They are very rich in proteins. So where do we get all these from? We get all these from seas and oceans. So seas and oceans are a storehouse for seafood, for fishes, crabs, shrimps, prawns, and a lot variety of mineral rich sea food. So seafood is derived from the seas, from the oceans. Next.
Since ancient time, ocean transport have been of great importance in international trades. They have linked the entire world.
We already know that when we want to send the goods or send the things from one country to another country, when there is import and export of goods, it is usually done with the help of waterways. The big cartons and bags are shipped and they go from one country to another country. And all this is made possible with the help of oceans. Ships travel across the oceans and they carry goods or things from one country to another country. So waterways or oceans provide a very important transportation all around the world. Suppose you have to send goods from Europe to America, you will make use of Atlantic Ocean and you will transport the goods. Suppose you want to send goods from India to Sri Lanka, you will make use of Indian Ocean. Or if you want to send goods from India to Australia, then again you will make use of the oceans in order to send goods from one place, one country to another country. So oceans are used as means of transport also. Read out quickly the next topic also. Sea.
A continuous water body of saline water that surrounded the land masses of the earth is called a sea. Red Sea, Arabian Sea, Baltic Sea,
Baltic.
Mediterranean
Medi
Sea. Mediterranean Sea seas, though west are smaller and slower than the ocean, their waves are
shallower than the ocean. Their waves are smaller. No big currents flow through them. Now, this is the basic difference between oceans and seas. Usually, seas have more salt in them. Sea water is salty, more rich in mineral. Therefore, sea water is considered heavier than the ocean water. Sea water has smaller movements in them, smaller waves, and smaller ocean currents. The sea water is slower moving as compared to oceans, and oceans have a more speedy or more frequently moving water. The Red Sea, the Dead Sea, the Mediterranean Sea, the Baltic Sea are some examples of important seas across the world. So seas and oceans collectively have more or less the similar functions. Seas के through भी transportation होता है. We can derive seafood from sea. We can derive seafood from ocean also. The waterways can travel through oceans itself and seas itself. Sea and ocean both provide water to the earth. So more or less, sea and ocean have the same functioning. The difference is that sea water is more salty, more heavier, more rich in mineral, where ocean water is slightly lighter, it is fast moving, and it is a little lesser in terms of minerals. So this was all about the hydrosphere domain, and both seas and oceans are combined hydrosphere part of Earth. Hydrosphere part of domains of Earth. So I hope this is clear to all of you, the hydrosphere portion. Now atmosphere we will take up on the next turn. Meanwhile, let us mark down some more exercises. And if you will not move up with the pace, let me tell you, you are not going to cope up with the chapter. Exercise E, question number 1. Let's be ready with the book and the pencil so that we can mark the answers quickly. I hope exercise C and D is done. And now let us do exercise E. Be very attentive and mark the answers in the book. Exercise E, question number 1. Explain the importance of atmosphere from the point of view of life on Earth. Page number 88. Page number 88 of the new book and 136 in case you are using the old book. Page number 88 of the new book. The answer is importance of atmosphere. Point number 1, point number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Close the bracket on the right hand side, second line. They are burnt out mostly as they pass through the atmosphere. Close the bracket at atmosphere. So 1 to 6, these 6 points you have to write in the copy, and any 4 points you can learn for the answer. Fine. Any 4 points you can learn for the answer, and all these 6 points you have to write. E2. Question number E2. What are the 3 chief movements of ocean? Why are oceans important? We have read this just now. Turn to page number 87. Answer number E2. Turn to page number 87. Answer number E2. Check out the first paragraph. 6th line from top. Left side of the page. 6th line from top. It is written, ocean water moves in the form of waves, ocean currents and tides. This is the first part of the answer. Second part of the answer is importance of oceans, the pink color heading. Point number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Close the bracket is at they have linked the entire world. Close the bracket at they have linked the entire world. So this is answer number E2. Please write this in 2 separate parts. One is the first part, from ocean water to tides. Then you will give the side heading with the black pen, importance of oceans. Then you will write point number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 point wise. Any confusion with the answer number E2?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you
Ma'am.
repeat the first part?
The first part is from
Ma'am, please
yes.
repeat to my E1. Ma'am, answer.
No, I cannot repeat even just now. Let the class get over, then I will tell you separately. Okay, it will cause a confusion. E3. Why is biosphere important for living organisms? Page number 88. Why is biosphere important for living organisms? Answer number E3.